Coming up on the Empowered Woman podcast.
And as we started diving deeper, I found myself wanting to teach more and wanting to explain certain things more. But the scope of the program was marketing. It wasn't human design. So all of these things. Then I had a client of mine asking, are you doing a certification? And I'm like, I didn't even think about that. But then I started thinking about it and started responding to that. And everything made sense that as we wrapped up the program yesterday, I said, it doesn't stop here. We get to continue this conversation monthly, and you get to choose to do this for a whole year if you want to.
Welcome to the Empowered Woman podcast, the #1 show on personal growth, visibility, and profit for women entrepreneurs. If you're wanting to get empowered to be seen, stand out on social media, stages, TV, and more to make an impact with your voice in business, you're in the right place. I am so glad that you're here. My name is Marta Spurk, and I'm your host, empowerment coach, visibility and marketing expert, and all things motivation extraordinaire. Welcome again, and let's dive into today's episode.
Earlier this week, I put out an announcement, sort of. I put out a survey asking my community their level of interest in human design. And the reason I did that, obviously, it's part of my marketing strategy. And if you're a client of mine, you know that I like putting out feelers to prepare my audience, but also to give me insight into what's going on and how they're feeling about things. This is actually a strategy that I learned from Jeff Walker. If you have heard of him, or if you know about his product launch formula, PLF, and his book launch, highly encourage you to go check it out because it is amazing. The man knows his stuff. And he recommends putting out a survey because one of the things that he says, I think it's a quote from someone else. Oh, it is from Dale Carnegie. And I actually read Dale Carnegie's book, highly recommended, How to Make Friends, Win Friends, and Influence People. Definitely recommend it. The importance of building relationships and showing gratitude and appreciation for people to grow your business, right? How do you get anywhere in life? How do you get the things that you want and get people to do the things that you want? How do you influence people? You show interest in them. Right? You show that you care about their opinion. Anyhow, so I put out a survey asking people, how much do you know about human design? Are you interested in learning more for personal development or for your business and for marketing? What specifically about it are you interested in learning? And I was so excited for one that lots of people responded. That is always like the entrepreneurial dream, is to put something out there and have people engage and answer questions. And the other side of it is that the overwhelming majority is very interested in the tool, whether they have a basic awareness and knowledge of it or not. And a lot of them are interested in knowing how to read their chart, and specifically knowing how to use the information from their chart to make decisions. So how do you use that information to make decisions for your life and decisions for your business? And I am extremely grateful to have come across human design and to have been studying it for the last 2 years almost now, because it's really helped confirm several things for me. So what I love about this tool is that it's not meant to put you in a box, or it's not meant to tell you that you're living your life wrong. If anything, it sheds light on what you are already doing, how you already operate, and you may not know, you may not see, because you're doing it. It's just natural for you. So it helps you actually take some time to take a look at yourself and then realize, oh my gosh, this actually works for me. I'm going to do it more intentionally. So that's really what it is. And that's why I love it. It's because it's not a judgy tool. It's a tool for awareness, for you to understand the things that you are already doing, and then learn how to do it more intentionally to get the things that you want. And, observing, becoming curious about who you are. And I've been saying this, if you have been following me for the last few years, or since I began, I say, you are the only person that can be an expert on you. Have you thought of that? Nobody can know you as well as you know yourself, right? Obviously, your parents know you really well. God knows you really well. But when it comes to people, only you know yourself. Why? Because you're with you every single day, right? You're the person you spend the most time with. So why not befriend yourself? There's so much talk about self-love and self-acceptance out there. How do you get to a point where you love and accept yourself? You have to get to know yourself. How can you love someone if you don't know them? I've been saying this for years. You love your kids from the moment they're born, right? But have you noticed that as they grow, you love them more because you get to know them more. They grow on you, right? And that happens with people too. Some people you may kind of not resonate with right away. And then after some time, you just fall in love with their quirks and the different things about them because you get to know them more. Think about friends in school. Think about coworkers, right? As you get to know them on a deeper level, you start loving them more. You miss them, right? You think about them throughout the day. I want that to be your reality about yourself, and not in an egocentric, self-absorbed way, which I think many of us struggle with that. We struggle with the concept of us loving ourselves so much, because then what does that mean? It means that I'm self-absorbed and I'm not loving the people in my life. I'm telling you right now that this is how you love the people in your life, is when you learn to love yourself a little more, right? How can you truly extend love for the people in your life if you don't love who you are? But how can you love yourself if you don't know who you are, right? How can you empower yourself if you don't know what there is to empower? I've been saying this for years. It's all in my book. Go read it. But anyways, back to human design. Super excited that so many people in my community is interested in this. It is a hot tool, right? It is a hot thing these days, hot topic. Many people are talking about human design, which has contributed in part to somewhat of an imposter syndrome for me. Being new in the game, granted, it's been a couple of years, but still, once it's something new, you're, start second guessing yourself. Do I really have the authority to talk about this? And that's why I love the idea of getting a certification. I didn't need a certification. You don't need a certification to talk about human design and to teach it. But I felt that would embolden me to then say, hey, I studied this for a while. I actually took a test. I've been learning under this person, and now I'm going to put it out there, So with that in mind, I'm so excited to announce that I decided to launch a human design membership. It's called Empowered HD School. And I have so many plans with this. For one, obviously starting from the basics and the foundations of human design, starting from scratch, so that everybody has a place to start from. Hi, Ashley. Hi, Leslie. So that everybody has a place, home base to start from. But my ultimate goal with this is to launch a certification. So as I'm building the content inside the membership, I'm going to be building the milestones for you to then become certified, become an empowered HD certified coach. So that is coming up. But what are the perks of you deciding to join this membership and what I'm calling a founding members launch? Brand new, right? How am I doing this? We are going to be having a call a month. I don't want this to be overwhelming because there's a lot to absorb and we have time, right? It's an ongoing thing. However, I want to give you access to my business and marketing school, the Empowered Woman School. So now I have the Empowered Woman School that I founded in 2019. It's been around for a few years, plus Empowered HD School, which is the perfect marriage for you to explode your business. As you reach new levels of self-awareness, you can reach for new heights of impact and income. So with the Empowered Woman School, we do 3 calls a month. It's a very comprehensive program for $37 a month. So that's my main membership, the one that I've already had. With Empowered HD School, you're going to have an additional call. So basically, you get coached every single week if you want to participate, because we have 3 calls in one membership, and we're going to have 1 call that's strictly human design content. And that is not all. The first 5 people, this is what I established yesterday, the first 5 people that joined the membership as a founding member launch, as a founding member in this launch, also get a one-on-one reading with me, which these are bomb, right? I've done over 50 readings in the last 6 months, ever since starting my certification program. And it's been amazing to see the things that we find and how people feel so seen. And that's what I have been saying about using this in my business, is that I see things in people as a coach. And it's so amazing to have this tool to then say, hey, I see this, but it's also here in this chart. It also says here, right? So it helps support my insight as a coach so much, because if you didn't believe it when I say it, I'm showing it to you, So it's been super amazing. However, yesterday I launched this for my clients, and one lady already snagged a spot. So the next 4 ladies that decide to join my membership are going to get a one-on-one reading with me, in addition to having the monthly calls. So the investment for this is $97 a month, or you can opt for $970 for the year, which means you get 2 months free. And so what does that mean? 12 months, a whole year of getting business, marketing, and human design coaching with me. Now, why would you want to learn from me? Let me give you just a rundown of accolades. For one, I must remind you, I'm not from here. And just last week, I was recording a podcast interview. I was actually interviewing somebody for my show. We were about to wrap up. And then she says, Marta, I'm so proud of you. Do you sometimes sit back and acknowledge all the things that you have done as an immigrant? And then I was like, you're going to make me cry. And I did. She did make me cry. And mentors have said this to me over and over again. So at the risk of you thinking I am self-centered, I'm going to tell you, I'm from Brazil. I didn't have a network here. I didn't work in corporate for years and then started my business. I came here with no network. My husband's family is not even from Colorado, where we live. I built everything from scratch, joining Facebook groups, old school, joining Facebook groups, friending people with network marketing, and then building my community, joining networking groups, and just making myself known. And I live what I preach. I literally do. And that's why I preach it. One of my main Marta-isms is people will notice you if you don't go away. And that has been true for me. So why would you want to learn from me? Because I've been at this for 6 years. I've published my book. I've done a TEDx. I've grossed over $100,000 in sales with just my coaching business. I have helped hundreds of women. I've supported thousands of women with my podcast all over the world. I know what I'm talking about. And I would love to have you along for this ride in uncovering these amazing insights about yourself with human design and using that to make more aligned decisions for your business and for your life, because that's what I have been experiencing. Human design has helped me see that what I'm doing is working because it's in alignment, and it's helped me hone in on these things so that I do more of them, right? And more intentionally too. So dare I say, human design has helped me expedite my growth in the last several months, ever since I decided to dedicate more time to it. So this is my big announcement. You get to be a founding member of my Empowered Human Design School, Empowered HD School, at $97 a month. And for this founding members launch, you also get access to my business and marketing membership. So you get weekly coaching calls. So 4 coaching calls a week, a huge database with several videos and support for you to, launch your offers, work on your mindset, work on your relationships, and then learn the foundations of human design, knowing that down the road, you get to use this to become certified as well. So we're starting this project together, and I'm so excited to already have one amazing client jump on board. So who are the other ladies that are going to be joining me? And something else that I decided to do, because the ladies that filled out my survey that I put out a couple of days ago, I said, I have a gift for you. Regardless of if you're the second, the third, the fourth, or the fifth person to join, if you decide to join the membership, either at the monthly or the yearly, you are going to get a human design session with me, private, because I honor the fact that you took 2 minutes out of your abundant schedule to fill out the survey. So for those of you that did fill out my survey and said, I'm so excited to find out what you're launching, and that, this was already something that was what you were looking for. If you decide to join, whether it is at the very last minute, because I'm closing the doors April 15th. So by Sunday at midnight Mountain Time, you're going to have to make up your mind, because then the bonuses of the Empowered Women School go away. Whether you decide to join like 2 minutes before I close card or whatever, if you filled out the survey, you get that session. So I have the names there on my Google form, and I will honor that. So I appreciate you taking the time. And yeah, so many people, as I scheduled this recording, messaged me and said, oh my gosh, I saw some stuff about you doing human design, but I didn't realize you were teaching it. And many people have asked me about which certification I have taken, or if I know of any communities that discuss human design. And honestly, the communities that I am a part of that discuss human design are paid programs that I've taken in the past. So I'm not a part of any free communities. Yes, there are so many Facebook groups and things that you can join. But if you were looking for a place to learn, embody, and discuss human design, Empowered HD School is where it's at. And I'm so excited. So I will post a link, but if you go to martaspurk.com/EHDS, that's my little acronym, EHDS, you will find all the information of what you get. I have some client testimonials on there. And this just feels so aligned. And the reason why I did this is because we just wrapped up our very last call for my program, Show Up Empowered with Human Design, where I taught ladies how to find elements in their human design to help with their marketing. So we created an extensive database glossary of keywords for their energy type, for their conscious sun, for their conscious earth, for their authority. We created lots of different, we created the spreadsheet with all of these keywords, and they started using it in their content. And as we started diving deeper, I found myself wanting to teach more and wanting to explain certain things more. But the scope of the program was marketing. It wasn't human design. So all of these things. Then I had a client of mine asking, are you doing a certification? And I'm like, I didn't even think about that. But then I started thinking about it and started responding to that. And everything made sense that as we wrapped up the program yesterday, I said, it doesn't stop here. We get to continue this conversation monthly, and you get to choose to do this for a whole year if you want to. And by the way, if you are a member of the Empowered Women School already, because many ladies are, I have like around 40 ladies in there right now, you get a rebate, right? So you get to upgrade by just investing the difference of what you're already, the rate that you're already committed to monthly or yearly. So you also get to be a founding member of this. And as any membership, you can cancel at any time. But just keep in mind that the goal is to compound all of this content to then create a certification program. So I'm so excited. So let me know if you have any questions. Join the Empowered HD School. Enrollment is going to be open until April 15th, Sunday. If you have any questions, do let me know. But if you already know that you want to jump in, or that you want more support and accountability to learn and embody human design, this is it. I am so honored for you to consider me as a human design mentor. And let's do this.
Thanks so much for tuning in today. I hope this episode empowered you. And if you enjoyed the show, please join the Empowered Women community on Facebook and share with friends, or leave a review on iTunes so more people can discover this empowering message. Until next time, bye.